Someone who eats other people.
Or something that eats something of its own kind.
Somebody who eats their own species.
Yeah, Jeffrey Dahmer was a cannibal.
Yeah.
Cannibal.
Jeffrey Dahmer was born in Milwaukee on May 21st, 1960. He was a serial killer who molested, murdered, and ate his 17 victims. On July 22, 1991, police spotted a dazed man with handcuffs around one wrist. Tracy Edwards stated he was watching a video with a strange man who was threatening to kill him. The dazed man took police to Dahmer's apartment. When arrested, Dahmer threatened that he was going to kill and eat the heart of a policeman. After Dahmer was taken into custody, his apartment was searched. Police found a pail full of hacked-off hands, a torso in the kitchen sink, two 50-gallon garbage cans filled with rotting torsos. The refrigerator and freezer held a total of 9 human heads, and boiled skulls were found in a closet with candles where Dahmer planned on creating a shrine. Dahmer admitted to eating the biceps and other muscles of his 17 victims. He was sentenced to a minimum of 936 years in prison. In 1994, Dahmer was murdered by another inmate at the Columbia Correctional Institute, but most remembered as one of our nation's serial killers of the 20th century.
The only motive that there ever was to completely control a person that I found physically attractive, and keep them with me as long as possible, even if it meant just keeping a part of them. Made me feel like they were a permanent part of me. besides the just mere curiosity of what it would be like, it made them feel that they were a part of me, and it gave me a sexual satisfaction to do that. I'll probably have to live with it for the rest of my life. I wish it would go away. I wish there was some way to completely get rid of the compulsive thoughts, the feelings.
Dahmer got another reminder of his past when he was visited by Teresa Smith. Jeffrey had killed her brother, Eddie.
First thing when he came in is apologized for killing my brother. I asked him why my brother, and he said he seen the way he danced, you know, and he liked the way he looked, and he said I was just attracted to him. He said he had strangled him, and then he was trying some new experiment or something with preserving the skull and the body and whatever, and it didn't work. So he had to destroy him.
He decided after that second death that he would no longer attempt to control his desires, that he would give full rein to them, yield entirely to them, and after that his life became the pursuit of unmitigated sexual pleasure.
Dahmer now decided to pursue his fantasies of ultimate control. It was no longer enough to have his partners submissive just for a night. He wanted to keep them that way forever.
Already grisly murder takes an even more grisly twist. A college student tells police he killed a housemate and then ate part of the victim's heart and brain. WJZ is live in Edgewood right now. Mike Kelgan with even more stunning details on this crime. Mike?
Vic, police here in Harford County say they have never seen a case of cannibalism, never seen a case like this, a stunning crime, and they say they have no reason to believe the suspect is lying about what he said he did. Investigators say 21-year-old college student Alexander Kenzie killed his roommate, then ate his heart and parts of his brain, cutting off his head and hands and storing them inside his family's townhouse.
I don't think it's really up to me.
Sure. Do I feel it is? No, but I probably would not judge somebody on their own religious belief.
To each his own.
The Koroway tribe is known for living high up in trees and being one of the last tribes that practices cannibalism. They fight enemies or neighbors that they feel are threatening. The reason they eat the foe they killed is because it is supposed to protect them from the souls of the deceased. It is also common that when a Koroway is sick or dying, that they tell their family who they want killed. Then it is up to the family to kill and eat the enemy of the dying Koroway, even if it is a fellow tribe.
On the island of New Guinea, a group of men from the Stone Korowai tribe proudly show off the bones of their last victim. They believed he was a sorcerer. It was alleged he'd murdered a child. Their tradition demands that sorcerers be hunted down, killed, and eaten. Now there is a new death in the clan, the work of yet another sorcerer.
In Fiji, the common eating of people who had been sacrificed to a god was said to be a way of cementing a pact between chiefs. Among the Aztecs of Mexico, reports have suspected that the bodies of the victims whose hearts and blood were regularly offered to nourish the sun were then eaten by priests and nobility. To eat offerings, human, animal, or plant, presented to the gods is widely considered a means of having communion with that god and with other worshippers.
Got that Bob Barker suit game and Plinko in my style. Money, stay on my craft and stick around for those pounds. But I do that to pass the torch and put on.
I would have to say it was a life and death situation. Yes, I probably.
Yep. No doubt.
Probably not, unless it was Quinn.
The Donner Party was a group of 90 immigrants that left Illinois and headed west. They encountered rough terrain and numerous delays. They eventually became trapped in heavy snowfall. They resorted to cannibalism, and only half of the original 90 made it to California to the next year.